Fnatic's turn to ban. LGD's turn to pick.
Right, so hello everyone on Sig.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some Starladder and
Reserve
I-League
time.
action. I'm ODPixel, I'm going to be joined by Lumi, and we are here today. Well, for game one, which is the only game, because they're all best of ones here in the groups, it's Fnatic versus LGD, which we'll be covering first of all here on this second stream. Lumi, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
You doing good?
Actually, not so good.
Okay.
I had some nosebleed this morning.
Oh dear, what have you been doing?
I got, hot and bothered while watching the Obama State of the Union address.
Oh.
Do you get nosebleeds while watching State of the Union?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Is
Maybe
that,
it's
is
just
that a
me
thing?
No, it's not a thing. No, man,
I'd blame Trump for it. Yeah.
All right. And after that, it was pretty good.
You've been fine. No more nosebleeds. Everybody will have no nosebleeds here. And well, so we got a bit of action here. Fnatic, LGD. LGD arguably the stronger side. But we've heard, from people, won't mention any names, Fnatic have been pretty confident. There have been some very confident words being said by the Fnatic players.
I will trash them.
I will trash them, has been said by one of the Fnatic players. So they do have a lot of confidence. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the overlay is wrong. Sorry, we'll get rid of it. Sorry. Trying to give us production value, but they didn't update it in time. I'm going to click the update button. Did they update it?
Probably
No.
not.
Thanks, Starladder. Maybe they did. Wait, watch this. Oh. Oh, I mean, we can go with that if we want. Oh, they did.
Damn.
We did it. Look at that. Straight for you, chat. Right up. We fixed the stream. We fixed it. We fixed the lineup. That is correct. Fnatic.
You did it, chat.
We did it. You did it, chat.
Yeah.
It was all on you. Thank you, guys. You've got us when we really needed it. Indeed, M-God's there in the lineup, mid one. The man who helped them through the SCA qualifiers, of course, and they managed to take the spot, and they are through to the major. LGD, your direct invite, boys, and here we have it. Got a bit of action and a bit different action. I've been very used to casting the EU games, and a hero that I haven't seen, Night Stalker, but LGD still picking it up first here.
They really like Night Stalker in the Chinese scene. They like heroes like Earth Spirit. And a hero that's not banned out, and I think they might be thinking about picking up, is the Terrorblade.
Yes.
Or also Faceless Void. These heroes, I think, are not as prevalent in the...
Were they the guys who picked it first? There was a team recently that were Faceless Void first pick, weren't they?
Yes.
Well,
the thing is, in China, it's always banned out in the first phase.
Yes.
So if you actually get a chance to pick it, it's probably a first pick. I haven't seen it doing really well outside of China, though.
No, I don't think.
Have you seen a lot in
I think some of the American teams picked it, but then again, that's in America, yeah.
Damn.
They pick it, they pick anything and they try and make it work. At least the Chinese knew what they were doing with the hero.
Holy.
Yeah.
All right, Zeus, hero that we see probably across the board. A lot of teams do pick it quite highly.
Zeus has been, that's definitely one that there's always been a place for. We've seen, especially in series with like Liquid, people are very kind of open to ban it out, to make sure that Fata doesn't get his hands on it. So it's, I think across the region, Zeus is still, there's a lot of teams that do value it. So LGD.
I'm glad you brought up Fata because that's a mid Zeus. For LGD, they play both roles. Sometimes
they've got that flexibility.
MMY on the support Zeus. Yeah. Last time when they ran it, they put maybe on the mid Bat Rider. And Bat Rider, he disappears into the jungle 4 minutes in to farm the blink.
Yeah.
And that's when they move the Zeus to the mid lane to soak a bit of experience. So then it turns out you have two very relatively farm hero by the 10-minute mark in the game. And we'll see if they're going to be doing that or it's going to be that mid Zeus that you mentioned. So there's already a lot of flexibility in this draft.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, absolutely. And already, the global presence. Once Night Stalker gets his Ags, you're going to have the Vision as well from Thunder God's Wrath. You're going to have a lot of map control from LGD. But Fnatic already with their first 2 picks, we know they're just going to go for it. They've got the Tusk. He's going to be there ready for the fights early on the rotations. And they've got the Shadow Shaman. So they're going to be pushing towers very soon and very shortly. And Zeus and Night Stalker, I guess Zeus is a hero that's kind of good against a very push-oriented team. You've got the spam to clear out the waves, to push back the fight. But other than that, do you think LGD are going to draft more stuff that's a very kind of counter push to deal with the Shaman?
I think you could draft something of like a jump in or run in because that really goes well with the Night Stalker. I mean, sure, you could drop down the wards, but if, let's say, Faceless Void jumps in and chronos you, your wards is going to do a bit of damage, but Zeus, to me, will do more burst. The other thing that Fnatic is really good at, apart from the pushing, is the
Reserve
Roshan. Because you could drop the Serpent Wards in
That's
there,
true.
you're at the dire side, you could drop the Frozen Sigil, and you could take down Roshan with relative ease.
Yeah, I mean that is especially in of course a situation where we're doing best of ones.
Yeah.
If you're dire, you're going to make advantage of that.
Of course,
You're going to think, well, it's a one-game thing. You've got to go for the kind of stuff that's going to allow you to get those objectives just like that. And yeah, as you said, picking a hero like Shaman, so you're going to have that flexibility to just get Roshan willy-nilly. That's going to be very strong for the team. Bans, Tiny is going to be picked up. So again, another good pusher, but also something that's going to kind of carry nicely into the latter portions of the game. And if that is a Zeus mid, maybe someone that's going to get put there.
Sure.
IO is still in the pool,
Yeah.
but are these teams that don't necessarily value the IO or necessarily worried about the IO in this kind of scene?
I think you're right with the not valuing the IO, because generally you see the IO first and then
Yes.
Tiny,
Yeah.
but for the past a couple months, Tiny has been picked just by
10
himself.
seconds
We
remaining.
see Secret doing support Tinys. I don't think that's going to be the case here.
5 seconds
I mean,
remaining.
I've been used to EU games that I've been watching a lot of. Where's your invokers?
Reserve.
Where's
Yeah.
your death prophets?
Where's your Invoker?
You know, where's all these imbalanced? Where's OD? You know, where is he?
LGD really loves Death Prophet mids, so
They could still pick it.
yeah, they definitely can. Although, I mean, I'm not sure if you want Death Prophet against something like Tiny, right? Could just kind of burst you down very quickly. A hero that they do very like is the Disruptor. I think they're 100% with this hero. 6 or 7-0, so
It's
just
definitely one of their stronger.
a very comfort pick.
It's great against the Tusk. I think this is one of the better heroes against the
Against
Tusk.
Tusk, you see him
just
roll
lay
in,
it down,
and then you
you're
just
like,
like
all
Sand
right.
Storm. Ooh,
Oh,
I like
now,
that.
we were actually
LGD's
talking about this
turn
hero,
to
Louis. We were talking about this hero.
we're like saying what are some of his buffs?
We actually read up on all the 6.8s, so we know our Kunkka. We know our numbers, you know. So what do we got? We got the ultimate, got buffed, cheaper mana cost.
Yes.
You've obviously got the upgrade now, the Agnims, auto cast now, the Tidebringer. I say now this has been for a few weeks, but personally, you know, casting EU games where I see is goddamn DPOD every game. I don't see a lot of Kunkka, so I'm looking
10
forward to this.
seconds
And
remaining.
obviously in this scene, it's going to be the support Kunkka by the looks of it, roaming around with the Shaman, Tusk on the offlane.
And the reason that Kunkka is really good at this game is that the Coco Rum on the boat will make you take or delay the burst damage, or
Yes.
kind of reduce the burst damage a bit. And against a hero like Zeus, you really rely on that burst damage to kind of carry
That's
you
gonna
through the
be-
team
yeah.
fight. So
You're right
to me, the
about that.
Kunkka pick,
10
if the boat
seconds
gives the
remaining.
Coco Rum to half his team, you're gonna see Zeus gonna struggle quite a bit
5 seconds
to output
remaining.
his damage.
And Shadow Fiend. I mean, this other scenes
like a
have
throwback.
forgotten about this
Yeah,
hero,
yeah.
and we've got
Reserve
LGD
time.
saying, whatever. We don't care that it's 6.86, and there's a fair few heroes that people would argue are a lot stronger. We're going to still run with the SF. So, I mean, I am going to be interested to see how this works out for LGD. I have not seen a good SF performance in a long time. I've not seen a single SF performance. I don't think I want to say in the EU qualifiers, I don't think any team picked SF. And if they did, they're probably awful. I mean, no one did well with the SF. As far as
I've
know.
seen
remaining.
it second phase ban in China or C. This is my first time seeing
5
him pick up as
seconds
well. And I don't think SF is a good pick here. Because if you look at the LG lineup, they really lack lockdown. You got a little bit from
Reserve
Disruptor,
time.
you got a little bit from Night Stalker, but you're not holding this Tiny down. I guess their way of dealing with Tiny is just to kill him outright, and they have a ton of damage for that. But you know, if Tiny gets a BKB, let's say, then he seems pretty mortal to me. So I feel like this last LGD pick need to really remedy that. I feel like you need an offlane hero that could lock Tiny down. I assume Night Stalker and Disruptor is the two supports here. Mid Zeus,
Yes,
or no,
yeah.
actually,
Well,
No.
Zeus is Disruptor.
sorry,
supports,
yeah. Zeus Disruptor support, Night
And that's
Stalker is
on the
definitely offlane. So you need a carry that gives you
10
lockdown, and
seconds
there's not many
remaining.
for that.
See what they do go for LGD Fnatic with their
5
final. I mean,
seconds
as you said already, I'm looking at that lineup and saying, yeah, you're going to be able to deal with the SF. If you get on top of them at the start, it's going to be very hard for SF to come back. Just Tusk and Tiny just running in at him, comboing him down.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how the Shadow Fiend plays and how he builds this game. Final pick here for the side of Fnatic. Still looking for
I think they need a mid, right?
their
'Cause
mid laner.
Tuskus seems to be
And
the offlane.
Unless do they want to put Tiny mid against
You
an
could do
SF?
Tiny mid as well.
And
Okay.
maybe, because that would be...
This
Is that
is
going to be the mid clinks against the SF?
I think
Do
so.
they run that?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, generally, I think in this particular game,
You'd rather do that?
I'd rather do it because sure, Tiny could do well against SF mid, but SF is not going to be pressured too much. That said, though, you could do the Tiny walk in and do the toss back combo as well. Shadow Fiend is very gankable for essentially any of these heroes roaming in. And the advantage of a safe lane Clinks is you get that Quake, whatever you want, whether it's a
10
Deso,
seconds
Orchid,
remaining.
or... So, I think there's advantages.
Morphling coming back in for LGD. I mean, you're liking the Morphling here. Is this a Morphling game?
I mean, I didn't think it was an SF game either, and they
It's
picked
true.
it, so
We've got. This is a good way.
there's
to
no
start the day.
lockdown on this team. I'm very concerned for LGD's draft. Especially now with Clinks, you know, that's a very fast-moving hero. And it looks like they are going to do it mid-tiny, as mid-1 has selected him. And,
Mushi Clinks.
yeah. You know, isn't Clinks really good against Morphling? Because you have the option to go into the Orchid as well.
Yeah, I guess if you can catch him out before he starts to morph.
Yeah.
And
No, you...
or
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
right. You cannot morph in silence.
no.
So, I don't know. I don't think this was a morph, but we'll see.
Let's have a look if LGD can get some more favour with this, and we can kind of expect
10
these fun
seconds
picks
remaining.
or at least different picks because it is
Yes.
best of ones. You know, teams are going to pull out
5
potentially the
seconds
cheesiest stuff,
remaining.
try and catch the enemy off guard. And Fnatic LGD, as we said at LGD, on paper the stronger team. Fnatic, they've been known to have some words to say. They're very confident about going into this land, which is what we want to hear. We want to hear a bit of fighting talk from the teams.
This is the first land that's patch, right?
This is the
First
first
international land.
Yes,
of the
the only
patch.
other kind of competition we've had has been the qualifiers on 6.86.
Right, so I think that's another reason where we're going to see a lot of difference in
Yeah.
picks where,
it's the big testing ground.
right, you know, different regions of the world value different heroes very much so. So we'll see how who's right, you know, who's left.
And here we have, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for tuning here onto the Starladder Star Series I-League Finals. I'm Odi Pixel, I'm here with Lumi, and this is Fnatic versus LGD Best of 1. We'll be having 9 Best of 1s on each channel throughout the day. Do be sure to check out what's going on. You'll see the schedule momentarily come up on, I believe, on Stream 1. And also, of course, we'll all be tweeting throughout the day where you can catch all your favourite games. So be sure to keep an update with that. But yeah, indeed, a lot of people in the chat were very excited to see the DJ Kunkka. So so I am as well. As I said, I wasn't actually fortunate enough to catch any Fnatic games in the qualifiers. So this is going to be a very refreshing bit of viewing here. And LGD, the big
fast.
boys, the big.
Yeah, one of the things that we didn't mention is that Zeus is definitely a viable off lane as well, as
30
RTK is
seconds
selecting
to
it.
battle.
Generally, when you go off lane Zeus, you do pick up with the boots first, because his movement speed is quite low. But RTK is just going to stack up quite a bit on the region, and hopefully he could, you know, arc and get both CS.
I mean, the trialing that he's going to be dealing with, it's going to be fairly scary. What you're going to have Net up there on the Shaman. DJ obviously almost certainly just going to be moving around. He has picked up the brown boots first on this Kunkka, so going to be fairly active on that hero. And Mushi on the safe lane. So we'll indeed see how ROTK does up there. It is ROTK. Never worth doubting. You've always got to give him a lot of credit. He is a bit of a legend.
I mean, he also feeds a lot.
Lumi.
He does. I mean, he used to just like TP in as Prophet behind the enemy team and just dies. He's definitely known to go a little bit too aggro. Though in this particular lane, right, like Kunkka, sure, he does have the boots first, but Kunkka's X marks the range, at least at level 1, is just pitifully short. So if RTK is aware that Kunkka is in this lane, and he should be, he shouldn't die. I say that though, look at Ned. He's
ready.
in next level position. This could be a very easy kill. He's got the Shackle as well.
Here we have it. So Net's going to start to move around the
dead.
tree line, start to get the right clicks through, but DDC is there to back him up. Throws down upon his Net, but that's going to mean he can't cancel the Shackle. Now with the Torrent on RTK, that is your first, but they're going to DJ on his Kunkka. I can see why the fans were looking forward to seeing that one. And
well, that was a high skill Torrent. You see how he landed him against the Shackle?
I don't know how he hit that. I don't know how DJ hit that. But a little bit of a miscommunication there from DDC, who went straight with the Void rather than waiting for the Shackle to come through first.
Have a toss back here against maybe taking a little bit of tower shot. Shouldn't die, but really good harass here coming out from mid one.
Didn't they get top DDC? What's going on? Well, Fnatic were confident, and understandably so. We're 1 minute in, and they've already got themselves 2 kills, Lumi.
Yeah, I think
DJ.
The fact that Radiant doesn't have a ward in the top half of the map to really, you know, protect that lane is really allowing the Shadow Shaman to walk all over the place and do whatever he wants.
I think we'll just keep the camera on DJ here. I mean, we're having to do the observing ourselves, but DJ's going to do it for us. He's the man with the actions happening. I mean, you said already, RTK has got to be careful on this lane before he starts slipping down a slippery slope. CS elsewhere, your mid lane matchup, 9 for 2, 6 for 0. So Fnatic with a slight edge there. Once again, and bottom lane, how's your off laner doing? Ohio, he's just about to touch on level 2. Looks like he's having a bit of trouble getting the XP there. MMY doing a good job of harassing him back there with the Disruptor.
Yeah, I think he's fine with that because the top lane is doing so well. And you're looking at these heroes that will really snowball with a really good laning stage, right? Clinks, for example, Tiny with example. So once those early items comes in from the good laning stage, they're going to be shutting down the Shadow Fiend and the Zeus. I think Morphling has to be the sole carry of the team.
Yeah, it's a lot resting on Sylar here, but
I think this is Sylar's best hero.
Carry. What did you say?
Yeah, like he's been playing this hero for years, like even since back to Dota 1.
What else would you say? Well, what about is Jara's pretty good, isn't it? Would you still rate that highly?
I think Jaro's very good.
Yeah,
but maybe this is more like a comfort hero, you know, like mid lane.
Oh, again, he moves in with the haste, he gets the avalanche and the toss back. Maybe he's trying to get the razors free, but the snowballs there from the high of the shards as well. They take themselves a third kill. Fnatic just keeping on top of it with these rotations. DJ comes in. Yeah. Wasn't he really even easy to the end because the combo was already there. The toss backs as well. The fact that SF keeps getting caught out. He's got to be careful. I mean, that was a Tiny with a haste rune, but still, you can't be letting this happen in the mid lane.
It's really hard. I mean, sure, Tiny's a melee hero, but he walks up to you, and what's your response? You just run back? Like, you can't just let him bully you in the lane like that. But if you don't run back, then we just see what we just saw in the mid lane. You get tossed back and avalanche and in a lot of trouble. So it's tough here for LGD right now. They're essentially losing every single lane. Bottom lane though, they're thunder striking on the Ohio.
Yeah, well, bottom line is definitely where the better thing's happening, and he's got a couple of points to wait for him. He's going to go for it and get it. So there we go. One lane where LGD are getting the farm here on Sylar. Yeah. 17-10, top of the CS board, and he's got himself a kill. So things are looking up for LGD down on the bottom lane.
And looks like he's going to go a Ring of Aquila first. You know, fairly standard item for him. I think he needs a Lincoln Sphere. Very valuable.
This is going to be good this game, especially if the Clinks is going to think about getting an Orchid and roaming around.
Yeah, even good against a Shaman. So
yeah,
it's a Shaman or Shaman. I'm always confused.
I think it's Shadow Shaman.
Okay.
Some people say Shaman. I think Shaman is the correct way.
Is that like a British English versus...
I think it does depend where you're from. Okay, people do kind of favour different pronunciations, but I think Shaman is how we should be saying it. I think it's but I normally say Shaman. But I think that's because I'm British. So I'm wrong.
You get away with it.
I think the Americans say Shaman. Okay. Maybe the Americans say Shaman. Shaman sounds American. But Shaman.
Alright, maybe he's going to get a bottom rune. It's arcane.
And Mid1's got himself an Invis rune here top, so he might be able to find himself a bit of action on the top lane. He's going to head up there, and RTK needs to be careful. They do have a ward on that, so he should know that then Invis was picked up, and the lane's being pushed back anyway towards the tower, so depends how patient Mid1 is, but this could be a hard kill to find if RTK is aware that Invis was picked up.
And the longer that he's missing, RTK should be more and more aware. Oh, actually, looks like he was in sentry range. So the creeps saw him.
I think the sentries.
Yeah, RTA is fine. Meanwhile, DDC spotted go into the dire jungle. Maybe he'll get picked off here by the Tiny that's roaming back. So I think the outlook of this game is going to come down to when Mid1 gets his Blink Dagger, what he'll do with that Blink Dagger. So I think we're going to see a lot of passivity leading up to that point.
Yeah, I mean at this bit, I think at the start we saw DJ, kind of in that shaft, and he's getting himself to levels. He's level 4 at the moment on this Kunkka, so a couple of points in both of his spells. He's definitely got the catch out. But as we can see, RTK playing a bit more careful. Maybe he's got the backup of TDC that's been hanging around the mid lane. And bottom lane, Sylar, still 29 for 16. Hyers found himself level 4 here as well, but things not looking too bad here for LGD as they've managed to calm it down a bit.
Mid lane, DDC coming around here. He's going to drop off silence, or no, slow here. And the TP should just pour everyone back.
Yeah, the torrent's there just in case this side is moving for more, but LGD at the time. So
I think this is a very good game to look at and understand how to play off lane. If you look at Ohio, right, like early on he was shut down, he got killed, but he's teleported to the mid lane twice, one resulting in, getting a kill, and the other one preventing a kill. So this is probably the way to play off lane. If you can't get too much in your own lane, make sure you have TPs up and make sure you're helping out the other lanes. And he's doing just that. RTK unfortunately can't really do the same because Zeus is not exactly that type of hero, but he's well on his way to level 6 now.
Yeah, it's true. He's getting a good bit of XP up here after the initial bit of a blunder there. Certainly managed to find his space, and as you said, yeah, they'll have that extra punching potential, which is going to be nice when Nightstalker starts to go for a bit of movement around the map. He is level 4. They've still got a few minutes left of night time.
Right, so you know earlier on the drafting stage you were touching on how we don't see Shadow Fiend picked anymore, and
Yeah.
even though he's picked in this game, you see the priority is very different. Top lane though, Net looks like he is well dropping the net here on ROTK. ROTK trying to run away from the Searing Arrow, will eat the Fairy Fire. Looks like he was fine.
Dukes indeed just pulls off to the side. They're not going to dive the tower for that.
Dire's bottom tower is
Mushi's
under
actually going to return to base here. Picks up the Soul Ring.
Yep.
He's level 6, so we might see him try and gank a lane here.
Yeah, he's gonna eat a creep and backstab. But yeah, Shadow Fiend at least in this game is not really getting stacks. Unless he's cleared those stacks, which I don't think that's the case. So definitely a very different way to play the Shadow Fiend. And he's gonna be severely underfarmed compared to the Shadow Fiend that we remember. This is not gonna be a 20-minute mech into a BKB, that kind of thing. If he's gonna go mech.
There we go from Mushi. He swallowed a creep. And looks like he wants to try and look towards the bottom lane. It's already been set up for clearance, as you can see by the sentry. So Fnatic know the LGD don't have any detection down on the ground, and he's going to find MY here, and he's going to try and go for the cheeky solo kill potentially, try and get himself in a good position. Yeah. DJ's there as well. No escape for MY. Few hits there for the man will do it, and DJ actually getting himself the kill there with the torrent damage. DJ on this Kunkka now 3 kills out of the 4 that the side of Fnatic have got, but smart rotation there from Mushi.
More importantly, DJ's Kunkka, very similar to things like support Lion, support Lina. Level 6 is the name of the game, so anytime you're nearing that level 6, to put things in perspective, you're doing slightly less damage than a Lion at level 6, and Lion hurts, right? So DJ is looking to really be on the aggressive. Now most Kunkka skills X at level 5 to extend the initiation range, but it seems like he's not too worried about that. He picks up Torrent. To do more damage.
Here we go. Moving in on mid, see if they can catch him out. They get the Torrent onto GC. They are going to have the combo. But MMY is there to stop any of the other guys going in any further. And yeah, he tries to TP out, but the Glimpse is there to cancel it. And DJ does pay for his sins. And they'll get the kill there. Kunkka goes the way maybe as well on the Shadow Fiends to play nice at bottom lane. Moving in onto Hio, we'll get the War's Punch. Slow Sylar can't quite get the last couple of touches in, so Tusk will be fine. But also whilst this all goes on, Tiny now has that Blink Dagger complete at 9 minutes in here on mid 1.
Looks like that was just one auto attack off from a RTK, ultimate steal. Chaos.
Actually, yeah, did he have the ult? He had the ult.
He had the ult, but I think he needed, Sylar needed to do one more auto to get that. It's good though.
He looked pretty low. I think
yeah, he was pretty low.
I mean, I'm sure he checked and felt that he couldn't get it, but that would have been close anyway. He must have done some very fine maths to distinguish that it wasn't worth Zeus on.
Yeah, but slowly Zeus is catching back up. Meanwhile, Net is also at level 6, so Fnatic's doing a very good job at giving levels to who those that need it. And it looks like mid one's going to be teleporting to a bottom gang.
Yeah, and what better way to reveal the blink than trying for a kill on the enemy position. Really he's got a fair into strength. Can they stun him down? He is going to be able to morph. This is always going to be a hard kill to do. It was always going to be a hard kill, and Sylar just walks it off, and that's the strength of morphing, quite literally there.
You need a silence.
DJ getting brought back, but DJ with the flashy plays. X mark myself.
Bottom lane. They're gonna dive him again.
Jeez, and they got him this time. I guess he was too low on mana to continue to morph.
I think he was mostly in strength at that point, so didn't have much luck.
All right. Well, Fnatic catching him out there.
It was a really smart play, because normally when Tiny throws the combo at you and you survive, he's like, oh, Tiny's gonna go away. He's gonna go back to farming. But mid one just stuck around for a bit, waited for his cooldown, and then went again. So good stuff for him.
I mean, you know what's nice about this? It's a shame we don't see more Disruptor, because that's such a beautiful counter there to the Glimpse, isn't it? Yeah. If you see one of your teammates get Glimpse, X marks them, they get Glimpse back, no you don't, pull him straight back to where he should be. That is, I'll be honest, I've not seen that interaction before because we don't see a lot of Kunkka, but definitely a strong strength for the hero here.
And Net, by the way, on the top lane, he's hiding behind all these heroes. He's got Mass Serpent Wards, so
it could get him enough.
Get a good lockdown, or in fact, he could just ward trap somebody as well. So give him that flashy play. There is a haste rune on maybe though.
Who else have we got coming in? You've got
Blink Dagger on maybe.
Oh yeah, Burst Iron after the treads. That is. I mean, we've got Fnatic trying to catch him out, and yeah, it's going to kick off it. RTK getting caught out by the combo. In comes the boat. Won't quite catch him. With an X marks down on him. DJ has been silenced, and here's the ref round from the back. Mushi, he's been trapped though in the Static Storm. Sylar's there turning up for the fight. They'll take down the Clinks. Thunder God's Wrath. They're looking for more. Net's being caught out here by the man. Double kill for maybe. There's a 2-for-1. They did lose RTK, but the blink. Oh,
Okay.
no one able to get a touch in to cancel that one.
Silo is still going back.
He wants to go for this. Now, Haya just get the snowball out. Sylar Monster Strength. One more right click to catch out Haya, but he's been held in place by the torrent and he can't quite get it out.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Outrageous.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Not so night. Silence.
Over.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Dismount.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Comrade, aka Mr. Twitchman, aka ex-Cloud9 manager, saved the day, sorted out some technical issues. So we're all good now. Hopefully it shouldn't be happening again. Apologies, we missed a good chunk of the game.
Yes, we did.
But first game of the day, you know it's a LAN. You can't have a LAN. Things going tits up first game. So without things going. So we've done it just here. So that's the big blunder with the LAN. We're sorted now. Isn't going to happen again. Fingers crossed. Touch wood. Yep. We will not lose connection again. We are straight on back in. And so what do we see? Let's have a bit of a recap.
Yeah, let's check out some of these items that were being made.
Let's go for it. Let's start with the Z. Let's go from left to right. What have we got?
Wait, can we not start with this? Can we start with DJ right now? He's
start with
making
DJ.
Ags.
All right.
He's got Aether Lens
Ether
Ags.
Lens Ags.
I mean, Aether Lens makes sense, or Ether. I don't know what the
Ether.
I don't know.
Arthur.
Increase your X marks the range. That's important, you know. But that Kunkka bolt, man, that vacuum
Kunkka
effect.
The vacuum skewer RP Kunkka bolt. It's beautiful. And here we go. We're going to see a fight kick off in the moment. They're going to burst down the Tusk. They're trying to turn around and catch out DDC. He's going to be DD dead. Maybe popping the BKB, looking to try and move forward for more. Looking to do an ult, but there's no one around. Solo waveforms up to the high ground. In fact, getting dragged back. DJ could be the one in trouble here with the raises, with the right clicks, but he's going to live for the time being. No, Kunkka's run, not enough to save him. Mushi pops the BKB, going in onto Sylar, but Sylar will get shackled up. They've got a snowball in as well, but he's already morphing his strength. He's too tanky. They can't quite kill him. And Fnatic have got to be careful. Sylar getting himself a double kill. Now with the raises, maybe forcing the side of Fnatic back. And Sylar, he still wants to fight, but Net and Ohio, be careful, Mushi. Maybe thinking to see if he could chase down, maybe, but it's not going to be the case. And we'll end up like that. So 3 for 2. There's actually a buyback there from the Tusk. So LGD coming out on top of that fight. And overall, looks like it's still a close game at the moment. But as you said, yeah, so Kunkka building the Aghanims.
Yeah, the burst damage from LGD, the way that it started the fight was absolutely huge. The bolt actually did nothing, right? I think the rum, timing alive for a long time. But
yes,
apart from that,
the rum, the boat, yeah, but the rum, as you said, the buff did help out.
And that's mostly just down to the fact that Shadowfiend has a BKB. You know, he walks in, he's in your face. And that really explains the blink choice. He blinks up on this backline, the squishy Kunkka, the Shadow Shaman, as well as Tusk, and he pops the BKB, and suddenly all of these heroes are just in a really rough spot. So the item choices are really making it happen here for LGD. Of course, you know, before we drop, we knew that Sylar was doing extremely well in this lane, and he's converted it into a Lincoln Sphere, Ethereal Blade, and imagine, you know, another big item coming up next, probably a Manta or a Scotty. Something of that nature to give him even more agility, even more tank.
And the dust straight onto Mushi, but he just turns with the BKB, forces back DDC in with the double toss avalanche combo. RTK maybe getting low, they'll finish him off with the shards. Waveform forward onto mid one. Sylar with the Lincoln's going to be fine, but the Shackles still catches him out afterwards. Maybe gets the Requiem off, still whoa, no! He doesn't go down the mischance there. He was slightly on the low ground. Mushi won't be able to kill off the SF. Looking to try and find Sylar, but Sylar's got the waveform. He's going to be okay. Turns around, throws out the adapted shot into Ohio. There's a 2 for 1 at the moment, favouring the side of LGD, and LGD they're not going to lose anything more. In fact, they're looking for more. Trying to chase down Ohio. He had a Glimmer Cape, but he's been glimpsed. The vision's there, and they've done it. 3 for 1. That is Ohio down for 70 seconds. You've got to remember, his buyback was on cooldown, so being penalized for that here on the Tusk. Another big fight there for LGD.
So, you know, Mushi this game went for Desolator, which is one of the 2 possibility items that Klinks likes to go. The other being Orchid. I wanted to say that Orchid might be much more effective this game. You can see that Klinks is actually standing there, and he is outputting so much damage, but it's just not enough. As Morphling could just wave out, he's strength morphing the whole time. Maybe, you know, barely survived there, but I almost want to say that just Orchiding the Sylar, just killing him would be much more effective. We also did not see that, you know, 7-minute dark time that we dropped, so we knew if Desolator did a lot of work then, and it's not doing as much now.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the kills, yeah, he's doing alright. 6 kills, 7 assists, so he's certainly been active around the map. And as you mentioned, Sylar, he's got a lot of money, 4.4k on top of the E-Blade and the Lincolns. I mean, what does he go for next on this Morphling build?
I like Manta here, just being able to do much more, but Scotty is also very, very good for the hero. I think as long as he gets one of those 2 and then just keep buffing up, keep tanking up, he should be fine. He's almost unkillable at this point, I think. So as hype as I am for the Kunkka Bolt that has a vacuum effect, I just don't think it will have a huge impact in this.
It's going to be very interesting to see what DJ does with it. How close is he now? Yeah, coming into about 500 gold away from the big item. And LGD just making an entrance here into Fnatic's jungle, but they're stuck towards the mid lane. You're not going to be able to catch anyone out. LGD just getting some vision down on this side of the map. Mushi running around, maybe seeing if he could have spotted out the courier, but unfortunately the courier's on his way to the secret shop. And it's going to be a full-out Scardy. It's going to be the option of choice for Morphling. So you mentioned how hard he was to kill before. Now, even harder. Sylar looking to be an absolute beast at the moment. He's walking around on 1700 health and 32 armor. And he's of course got a huge amount of stats to morph about.
Yeah, Scotty's also nice in the fact that Fnatic's got 3 melee heroes, so they're gonna have a lot of harder time, maneuvering around that Morphling. Especially this Tiny, who is going for the axe, essentially the right-click build, right? But he can't really right-click if he's being constantly slowed by the Morphling.
Well, let's see what goes on up here. As you said, Ag's now picked up. DJ still not quite got his. That'll be very nice for the defense. I mean, Fnatic they've definitely got the potential to hold from the high ground. It's going to be easy for LGD to just break the base and just waltz up and take those tier 3s.
They do have the dire Roshan advantage as well. Let's not forget about that. But LGD, they have the vision game, right? You have the Zeus ult to check if you're afraid of it. You have the Night Stalker. Speaking of Night Stalker, it looks like he's being gone on the mid lane. Mushi didn't get the kill. Maybe short 1 crit or 2 from his Crystallis. He's going back for more, maybe.
Oh, he's thinking about it. No, he certainly was contemplating it. He's going to play it cool. He's got backup as well. The whole side of Fnatic smoked up.
There you go.
Raf's going to scout it, yeah. They're all off the map. Let's see what they're doing. Our TK, he'll know that they're about over there. Nice stuff there to stop there's a DD. He's still got his bottle on him as well, so he's going to be happy with that one.
So the way that Mushi was playing it, to me, is the way that they have to play, because maybe he's got the Aegis, so there's no way they can actually fight a 5v5 into LGD. So Fnatic, what they're looking for is just a random pick into a tower push. That's just about all they could do right now. So LGD, knowing that, all they have to do is group up, and they should be able to win the next 5v5 and maybe take a tower lane of Rax. So this is definitely LGD's game to lose. They're so far ahead, their itemization is absolutely correct in this game, and the stronger fighting heroes.
Yeah, they certainly seem to have hit that point where everything's working out, but see the Ags DJ. Kun could come into play, he's got it done. See if we see some big wombo combos coming out in the mid lane. Time's going to be summoned tier 2. It's going to be the objective that LGD will look for. Let's see if Fnatic put up a defense here. They're just casually popping the Linken's here as Sylar.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Something I mentioned earlier is that LGD doesn't really have catch, but you don't really need catch if you're the one that's pressuring the high ground. Here right now, that tower's not running away. Being on it.
I see who jumps in.
Alright, he's
up to maybe. Look at the initial toss through. E-bladed as well, and the combo bringing him low. He's holding on for that. Mushi will put the BKB, starting to fight from the backlines, but he's just got to be careful from the right clicks of Sylar. Straight up onto maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Torrent,
they took the Aegis without using any big ults, but here comes a glimpse back here against Net. Net drops the wards and he just dies. At least the wards will protect the Rax for a little bit.
Maybe. He's going to put the BKB this time before the E-blade connects.
I think LGD has to back after this. It is the 5v4 in favor of them, but their BKB is down. In fact, here comes the go time. They're going to focus on DDC. The Static Storm's going to try to bail him out, but Mid-1 taking so much damage. MLY is going to die on the backline here. Ohio putting Glimmer up as well. He's going to focus on ROTK. On the backline, Sylar is wicked sick. He might be getting a little bit more. The bolt being thrown now, not really doing too much. And Ohio is going to get brought down. And now with the Raxes being open and Serpent Ward's almost timing out, I think LGD could just take the Rax.
Yeah, that was a big fight for LGD there. We saw maybe as well playing really nicely around it with the blink, the initial BKB. It's, yeah, from a situation that like Fnatic had it, they could hold the base, just jump too far out, and they get punished for it. LGD will take the Rax to the mid lane, and it will be that for the time being. We just got to be careful because there is a sentry down. They're actually trying to fight here. They do catch them out with the 2-man torrent. Mushi's actually put the BKB in, trying to go for a right-click wall with these big boys, and they're going to get a kill on SF, but he'll get punished for it. Sylar through them, doesn't have any detection on his own, so Ohio will be okay. But yeah, this Sylar Morphling is
they actually just can't kill him.
Yeah,
they just can't kill him. So, well, I was doubting the Sylar Morphling pick, but like I said, he's been playing it since Dota 1. He knows how to carry games.
What's he picking up here? He's going back for the Manta now to the Scardy. So yeah, as you said, this is borderline disgusting. Sylar, absolute nightmare to deal with. 11 kills, 2 deaths, 6 assists, 23,000 net worth. This is the way you win best of ones. You just pick your best hero.
Yeah, per pick, and they're certainly doing very well. In terms of how Fnatic could come back, I think you just look to the Roshan pit, maybe wait for a Tiny to get fat enough. You can also get into a base race situation. That's where Tiny is.
Oh yeah, with the Shaman, the time and the Clinks.
Yeah,
You've got so much. Bam, your towers have gone. If you can find the openings.
These tier 2 and tier 3 towers are so important for LGD, and you know you're the one that with the huge lead, right? So
yeah,
I think you look to defend every tower with your lives and don't get into a base race.
Yeah, you really don't want to against that bad. How's he doing? We saw him bringing these lens on the 4-star, 2.4k. Actually, just going to go for the Yule Scepter. Yeah. So now with the catch, and of course he has to use defensively. And what the hell? Silas just killing people before I can even move the camera towards him. Silas blowing up the Tusk with the 1-2-3 combo.
Tusk, unfortunately, at least on the when we had internet, we only caught him buyback twice. So who knew if he had to buy back if our internet went down at that moment. So he's just very poor. Top lane looks like well, mid one, he has to fight his way out of here.
MLY's very deep.
Yeah. Is he though?
Yeah, they've got a glimpse. He's gone.
Jump by RTK, just using that ult preemptively to cancel that blink dagger, so Tiny had no way out. And also the ult giving a vision to the glimpse.
Team Mushi, what's his next plan? He's got enough for the dayless. Oh, this is what happened to us.
Yeah,
this is what happened to us, guys. The whole room just lost net. So
pro tip:
they
should unplug their Ethernet.
That's some rage quitting. There's some BM rage quitting.
No. I'm saying for them to fix it. Unplug their Ethernet and plug it back in.
That's actually
step number one.
Someone should go tell them that. Troubleshooting problems on Windows doesn't do anything. Wasn't helping at all. We literally did it loads of times. Conrad comes in, unplugs the Ethernet, plugs it back in. Fine.
Dude, I unplugged the modem. I thought that was gonna be it, but apparently not. You know.
Oh, did you go and find the modem?
Yeah, I found the modem, unplugged it, and I plugged it back in. I thought that would fix it. See, you know, these guys know they're Chinese. They unplugged it real fast, and they plugged it back in.
LGD is smart. Laoganje. Was that good pronunciation?
Laoganje. That's pretty good though. It was much better than what you were saying last time.
What? Lolganje.
Yeah, you were on some next level.
That's silly then. Here we go, back in. Sorry for the pause, lads. We got ourselves back on track as soon as we could. Shout out to LGD there for the swift reconnect.
Mushi's got enough for the recipe if he wants it. I think he's saving for Bradley.
Mushi. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's saving for buyback and the recipe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's still got a bit to go in terms of the surplus.
Oh, they see him. Nice Stalker Dota.
Ooh, goodbye Mushi. I mean, that's the carry. Getting destroyed by Starladder and a buddy.
Yeah, when you say Mushi's a carry, he's not outputting enough damage to be warranted as a carry, right? Because remember, as soon as he hit level 6, he started roaming around, gave Shaman the lane to get experience. So Clinks, he needs a buddy at the late game to help him do damage, and this Tiny is also not being big enough to really output that amount of damage. Fnatic can't even do enough damage to kill, what, 2 people?
Yeah, this is worrying. Look at the net worth difference. Suddenly, you've got 20,000 lead here for the side of LGD.
Yeah.
After the last few fights, and then the fact that they push mid. Look at the push here. They'll get the Hex onto Sylar. They might be able to catch him out. Can they burst him here? And they can. That's a big pick. All right. That's a big pick. There's the Static still onto 2. RTK dropping the Thunder God's Wrath. Are high incredibly low. We'll get the snowball out. DDC moving forward with the silence of DJ to make sure he can't throw anything else out. And maybe he's going to waltz forward. Managed to find themselves the kill onto the Tusk. The blinking from maybe pots the BKB. One more right click, bringing down the Tiny. The crits coming through. DJ forced back to the bases of buyback here from Tiny. Blinks forward, gets the avalanche to toss. The Hex is there as well. Maybe he's gone too deep. They'll get him. DJ's there as well. Looking for the red room. He gets it off. In fact, DJ's going to be careful. But there's the Axe Bow. The Axe Bow from DJ pushing the Shadow Fiend away. RT getting bursted down by the other shock from Net. They hold the base for Fnatic. Did cost them a buyback from Tiny. But they got some big kills in that.
2 kills on the most farm carries on the enemy team, and look at what the big bad Roshan is back. So I think LGD might have thrown the game a little bit. They're still very much so in the lead, but if Mushi, let's say, gets the Aegis, or maybe they're probably going to give it to Tiny, right? Because he doesn't have buyback. Now he could just go in, you know, just go on the Morphling or even on the squisher backlines and just really is not afraid of anything, right?
And Fnatic can do this so quickly. Yeah, easy free Aegis here for the side. Side and also the cheese as well. going to
The strange thing about that fight was, as soon as they lost their Morphling, they could have just backed up, right?
But maybe it was like, no, I'm going to pop BKB, I'm going to dive the tier 3, dive the racks, and go for the kill on Tiny. And Tiny says, alright, I've got buyback, and I'll kill you. And you're in a situation where he doesn't have the gold for buyback.
Look, man, if they had Xiao 8, they wouldn't have made that dive, is all I'm saying.
Xiao would have whipped them for that one.
Yeah, Xiao 8.
He wouldn't have any of that. He'd be like, no, don't do that. He stopped. But there we go.
But RTK known to be aggressive. He's probably like, divide, man.
Divide. You got the wrong language, Helen.
Close enough.
Listen.
Alright, so
There's a
Fnatic.
few countries between. Just a few.
Kunka, by the way, also has got 3.6k now. So
I mean, what's he go for next? Surely, do you go for a big damage item now to kind of emphasize on the
mean,
Tidebringer, or is there? Do you need a blink? Do you need some kind of mobility
I
item?
was thinking something like Refresher, just like
Refresher.
throw out 2 bolts. I'm not sure whether he has enough mana for that.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yes,
got
I'll
1,000.
throw 375. So you what? 600 plus a second, so 825 for the double boat.
Close
so
enough.
You got
You
it
got
up.
a- yeah, you got a
full
magic
combo
wand.
pretty much.
Might as well, right?
I mean, I'd love to see Refresher Eggs on.
I don't think he
I
could
would
actually
love to
do
be
physical
truthful.
damage at this point, because you know he's got 100, right?
And I
So-
guess you've got the Clinks that's kind of building purely physical. Has just picked up an NKB. You've got the Tiny, who's I guess is going to start working on BKB now by the looks of it.
Right. And
I'd
also, on the other side, these BKBs are getting lower and lower in duration, right? That's where having a second bolt for theory
Yeah.
crafting will get.
Well, we
really,
have just got
really
a new one come out for Sylar, so his is going to be even harder to kill. We saw him get caught out that time because they had the perfect chain stun. This time with his BKB up, it's going to be pretty much impossible.
LGD's gonna have to essentially close out the game this BKB though. So if you're Fnatic, you need to be shoving the lane hard,
Yes.
and that's exactly what they're doing. In fact, they'll get to the tier 2 before LGD could do much. LGD thinking about wraparound.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And here we go, onto the tower. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to increase the volume of us as you are commenting. We are a little bit quiet, so hopefully this doesn't break your ears. And let me-
But here comes the dive.
Oh, sorry, I'm doing camera control and audio control at the same time, guys. Apologies. Straight in with the Rec Room, the BKB, looking for mid one. The right clicks from Silence. DJ Fox coming back for the Mushi. Trying to man fight. You can't man fight this man. You're a crazy man. That's going to be 2 dead at the moment. He's just being popped on Tiny. Snowball across, they'll burst down the Shaman there with the adaptive strike. Triple kill for Sylar. And that was not the fight that Fnatic were looking for.
I mean, in fact, DJ's bolt even hit the backline, hit 2 support heroes, applied the Coco Run buff on like 4 heroes. And that wasn't enough, so...
No, that was not enough. And, well, that was kind of waltz down the mid lane and go for it now. 3 heroes dead without buyback. Chat, if you could, I've turned us up. Hopefully we should be a little bit clearer. Hopefully not too loud, not too bursting your eardrums. And here we have LGD. What's the plan now? They're forced down a buyback from the Tusk. Do they just go for the game here, or do they play it safe and go for the Rex?
They can do anything they want.
Yeah.
What we learned in that last fight is, if Sylar does not die, LGD does not die. They can't kill Sylar now, so...
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's
Sylar,
bottom
what a
barracks
play.
has fallen.
What a play.
How they gonna do
I think that literally just ended the game, as you said. This is...
They actually could have just thrown by now, but they just like make the safe play.
Yeah, I guess they didn't maybe thought that there was some buyback still there.
DJ just misses combo.
Is under attack.
They got X. No, X on cooldown to break the Lincolns. Sylar just doesn't care.
He does not.
Has fallen.
5k net worth, 16-3 for 7. This game has been the Sylar show, for sure.
So, they were pretty... There were some big words being said about them destroying LGD.
Oh, Mushi's trying for this.
Okay.
Mushi is ripping through the Mushi, but Sylar's ripping through it. I mean, Mushi does a lot of damage, but he's pretty much the definition of glass cannon. And Sylar says, I'm having none of that. Get out of my face. Clings. The GG is called. LGD take the game, and unfortunately we did miss a little bit from what we saw. Sylar on form and the team as well, and DJ did pick up that refreshers.
I think he sold like half
picked up
his
the
items.
refreshers at the end.
He stole half his item just to pick it up.
He did it.
Yeah.
So we did it. We did have a refresher at Axe Kunka. Didn't win the game though.
Unfortunately.
And yeah, LGD just stick to the classics. Sylar Morphling. And the lineup as well to follow through. The first time Blink Dagger worked out for the Shadow Fiend. And
I mean, it's really hard to pin this game down to a single moment because we missed like 7 minutes of it.